and Sabas de Charel, who always put family above everything else. Although they are not with us today at the wedding, we guarantee that they are parting up above and they're smiling from ear to ear. We are certain they approve of Matt because he's kind and warm-hearted, genuine, sincere, and he also loves family. He also is mastering the Hebrew language, which impressed Chaim and I so much, and is probably one of the reasons we said yes when he asked for Shiran's hand in marriage. Of course, Liron and Tal and all Shiran's aunts, uncles, cousins, and nieces, and brother-in-laws now, all had to approve of Matt. He had to pass some serious tough tests on the slopes, camping trips, long Passover seders, entertaining his nieces, and honestly, he passed the test with flying colors. So far, so good. When Dad and I thought about what to wish you, we had a long list, but decided to keep it the millennial way of expressing oneself. 140 characters or less. Be kind, be patient, be thoughtful, be respectful, and be curious in your lives together. Build a strong Jewish home, live life, love life, and please consider returning to Ohio. We want to thank everybody who was with us today. So many friends, old and new, and family members from both sides, from all over the country and the world. Words cannot describe how deeply we appreciate your coming to our simcha and participating in this celebration. We are so glad to be together as our hearts are joined to celebrate the new Mr. and Mrs. Posner. Woo! In love with the other version of Mr. and Mrs. Posner as well. But I think you guys are okay also as Mr. and Mrs. And I want to raise the l'chaim and wish the new couple a happy and fulfilling life together. Mazal tov mikol halev shelanu. We love you and l'chaim.
Our Shiran siblings, and this is Eliana, Shiran's niece. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend to celebrate Matt and Shiran. Our Saba Chaim used to say that you never miss a simcha, or really a chance to dance, and our Saba Zacharel used to never miss a chance for a white wine spritzer toast. Shmat, Shiran and Matt. You're married now. Our two families are one, and this is the first of many more simchas to come.
Shiran, my first memory of you involves sitting on the couch in our apartment in Hod Shiran in Israel, discussing baby names with Mom and rubbing her growing belly. She wanted to name you Oshra. No offense to anyone who likes that name. We didn't. In our first act of protecting our baby sister, we objected. And only a few weeks later, we had our blonde-haired, grayish, blue-eyed little sister, Shiran. Sorry. We moved to America to try it out for 1 year, 27 years ago. So your very special cousin, Relly, could have a friend. You flourished right away, you fit in, and you spoke English eventually. Looking back, you were always good at balancing the many worlds you lived in, the American homecoming court finalist, lacrosse playing, Bexley School's lifer, and the proud Israeli daughter and granddaughter. Jewish summer camper and counselor, it goes on. Always sweet, incredibly loyal and kind, friendly and cheerful, always seeing the best in people, regardless of where they were born, what language they spoke, and where they came from. You knew what it was like to speak one language at home and one language at school, and you became and continue to be incredibly empathetic as a teacher, a sister, and a friend.
We see how this realness, this authenticity drew Matt in. The Benbrook children are similar in more ways than we like to admit. And as the son of my mother, I can confidently tell you that we have our parents to thank. For we are all lucky to have married people that value family above all, and that complement us so well. Not just one person cooks and one person cleans, but when we are stressed, they are calm. When we obsess, they provide perspective. And when we are hungry, they feed us chickpea crepes and soy cheese. We all found those people like our parents found each other and held on to them before they knew any better.
Tal and I still remember our puzzled looks at Shiran when she explained that you looked forward to our loud family Shabbat dinners. You thrive on the energy of social situations, the awkwardness of daily life, the ambiguity and challenges of moving to new places and changing jobs and traveling. You are incredibly patient and kind and caring for our little sister, fully embracing our families, endlessly laughing at us and with us, and bringing silliness, music, jokes, and laughter as Uncle Mort to Orly and Eliana. It has been amazing to see you both grow as individuals and as a couple, and to see you bring out only the best in our sister. We're so grateful you found each other and built this life together. We're so grateful to see these two families become one.
On that note, let's take a moment to talk about our parents. Judaism has an interesting wedding tradition called the Mazinka, the dance of the last child, which honors the parents who have all of their children happily settled into families of their own. Our parents, 37 years married as of next week, do not like the spotlight. They put their granddaughters and then everyone else above all else. Maintaining a marriage for so long and raising moderately well-adjusted kids to boot is no small feat. Like many Jewish traditions, we get this one right. Celebrate the big things and small. We raise our glasses to our parents, forever grateful of what they've accomplished as parents and modeled as friends and members of the community. A Talmud-inspired story comes to mind today. Two people meant to be together are kept apart by money, by chance, by greed. They lean on their family and friends, and most importantly, on each other, and ultimately come together as a family. While the 1995 hit It Takes Two, starring Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, teaches us many things. Remember that relationships can be hard, and marriage can be hard, but you have each other, and you have your family and friends, and it's amazing to experience it all together.
Matt and Shiran, keep being friends, keep having friends around the country and around the globe. Keep the wine and beer flowing, keep the laughter in the mundane, keep the travel adventures, the late night talks, the bear hugs, the walks along Lake Michigan. Let's raise our glasses. We wish for you
many years of health and happiness, of adventures planned and adventures found, and of daily laughter and light.
Keep it going for Tal and Liron.
Hi, I'm Sarah Posner.
And I'm Jordan Posner.
We're Matt's brother and sister, so you might say we know Matt pretty well.
As Matt's siblings, we're in kind of a unique position in which we know an awful lot about him, perhaps too much.
Right, because if we wanted to, we could totally talk about that time that Matt had night terrors for 2 years because my dad let him watch that movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
You know, this is when I shared a room with him because being violently jolted awake by screams of the clowns is really better than a strong cup of coffee for just like seizing the day.
But again, even the fact that Matt used to call his blanket Spinky and he would roll it up into a tube and stick it into his ear and up his nose. That's just not really funny or relevant these days.
Right, and it's not even worth mentioning that Matt, at least the one we grew up with, was a magnet for unfortunate events. He cut his leg open on an iron bed frame, he stepped on a light bulb with bare feet, he got chickenpox right before we went to Disney World, and he broke his arm. I think he was going to the Sullivan's house, actually, falling off the porch.
And he managed to get a splinter in his foot that turned out to be, no joke, 8 inches long.
After Uncle Herb removed it, somebody harpooned a whale with it.
But Matt has grown a lot since that time that he definitely sprayed his friend Andrew Ball in the face with a fire extinguisher at his 24th birthday party.
Yeah, but wasn't that like last year?
Or how Matt used to play both Barbies and Beanie Babies with me a lot.
He said that was our thing.
We digress.
The truth is, despite all the stupid stuff that Matt did and does and probably will do, we both look up to him.
It's true. I have wanted to be Matt since I was a baby, in the most literal sense. The guy is just so effortlessly cool, it's contagious. I would steal his clothes, I would sleep in his bed. I was seconds away from getting that infamous 90s mullet haircut that everyone had, just so I could be even more like him.
She was like 7 seconds away from doing that. It's true though, I also wanted to be like Matt. Matt can hold his own in any situation, whether it's with his friends, the jocks, or my friends.
The nerds.
All right, we don't have to get into that.
The point is, Matt's a great catch all by himself. We've watched him turn into perhaps the most well-adjusted Posner member.
Of course, that's kind of like saying least trashy water park. It's all kind of relative. But we've never had any doubt that Matt would be successful because he's flexible. He's a problem solver at heart.
But solo Matt, while a barrel of laughs.
Well, like 2/3 of a barrel of laughs.
That seems fair. While solo Matt was fun,
Ish.
he was incomplete. Life is a team sport, and Shiran arrived to make Matt's team complete.
And like all teams Matt has ever been on, he is, in his own words, like second or third best.
We couldn't ask for a better addition to Matt's team and to Team Posner. And for me, I finally get that sister that I have always so desperately needed.
Sarah and I are both really lucky. We've known Matt and Shiran at different stages of their relationship. Sarah saw it at the beginning when they first started dating, when they all went to Ohio State University together. Go Bucks. And now I'm thrilled to have them in Chicago with me.
We've got the inside scoop, and Shiran has conclusively made Matt a better person. She is kind and patient and hilarious, and the perfect addition to our family. She likes to play Settlers of Catan, and she doesn't mind when my mom can't pronounce her name.
It's Shabazz, right?
She doesn't mind discussing Malbecs with my dad and complimenting his cooking. She even likes Louis sometimes. But best of all, I get a sister, and the best sister at that. The kind of sister that will wear matching outfits with me and be sister twins, no matter how much Matt hates it. And lets me call her ridiculous nicknames like Sherry Deary Bee.
Or Shabazz.
Okay, stop trying to make Shabazz happy. And Shiran even gave me her ID to use as a fake ID before I turned 21.
We both did. Even though I technically already have a sister who couldn't make it tonight. Shiran, I'm so thrilled you guys moved to Chicago, not only because I get to see my brother more, but because I've gotten to know you outside of just Matt's significant other. I gotta say, Sarah and I may be hitting the sister jackpot, but Matt is winning the wife grand prize. Shiran, you bring joy to a room. That's clear. Your smile lights it up. You're bubbly, you're effervescent, but you're thoughtful and you're grounded. You're compassionate, but you can laugh at a really sick joke.
Pretty crucial in this family.
Most importantly, you know how to handle my brother. When he needs it, you step aside and let him be King Matt, determiner of the television, music, and room temperature.
All hail King Matt.
All hail King Matt. Then again, sometimes it's got to be taken down like 5 or 6 pegs, and you're there to do that too. Shiran, I've known you for years, but it was kind of like a Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, once or twice a year kind of thing. And after a little bit of time in the same city, I'm proud to count you among my good friends. You've also joined the elite group known as Katie's Dance Friends, which is perhaps more impressive. Basically, Shiran, Sarah, and I both think you're terrific.
So let's raise a glass and cheers to one of the best couples out there, and certainly an inspiration to us all. We love you both so much.
Mazel.